Very good morning, my dear students. For once again, welcome to class 11th accountancy subject. Okay, so today we are going to discuss before the discussion, see one quotation, the best quote of the day. So don't just sit and read. The quote of the day, implement it. Okay, so whatever the discussion, we have to implement day to day. Okay, so we are moving for the same accounting chapters, chapter 3. Earlier we discussed chapter 3, recording of transaction, source of document. We discussed the different source of document like cash memo, invoice bill, check, debit note, credit note, like that. So the same chapter we are going to discuss very important discussion for our accounting equation. So before that, you should know what is the meaning of business transaction. Okay. So what is business transaction? Nothing but our day-to-day business activities. We call this business transaction. Okay. So we see here what is the meaning of business transaction. See, any business activity that affects what a business owns, as well as the ownership of that business. Correct. So it is consist of assets, and what are the assets? Maybe they must be owned by the business. So they have money value. Like what is the assets here? Cash, like debtors, furniture, office equipment, like that. So assets are already you can classify it into current assets, more liquidity, and non-current assets. Okay. See these details you discussed later. Here, what is business transaction? So based upon the business activity. Okay. So here, what is accounting equation? It's a very important discussion. The meaning of an accounting equation. An accounting equation is the mathematical expression which shows that the assets and liabilities of a firm are equal. So always assets is equal to liabilities. Okay. So accounting equation is based on the tail aspect. That's what double entry concept. We will discuss further. So concept of accounting, every transaction has two aspects. So debit and credit. So it holds that for every debit there is a credit of equal amount and vice versa. Okay, that's what the meaning of an accounting equation. So here I clearly explained here once again. Accounting equations are based on the double entry bookkeeping system, which means that all assets should be equal to all liabilities in the books of accounts. That's what you keep in your mind. Okay, so once again repeat here. See, this is what the equation, the fundamental accounting equation. So assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity, nothing but capital. Okay, so assets is equal to liabilities plus capital or owner's equity. See here, the simple example here, assets. What are the assets here? Maybe current assets and long-term assets. So liabilities, we are going to pay the liabilities. Then our capital. What we will get capital. That's what assets is equal to liabilities plus it we will call shareholders fund or equity or capital. Okay. See here the equation we can express in different form. So asset is equal to liabilities plus capital, or capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. You get capital. So liabilities is equal to assets minus capital. So finally assets is equal to equities. These are the equation you have to keep in our mind for preparation of accounting equation. It's for the very basic fundamental for you move for our accountancy subject. Okay, so accounting equation, assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So we can express in other term also, capital is equal to assets minus liabilities, or liabilities is equal to assets minus capital, and assets is equal to equities. That's what assets is equal to, you get the liabilities. Okay, that's what here, see the equation, you have to keep in your mind. So assets may be increase or decrease whenever purchase or sale. That's what the debits and credits. Whenever debits, so assets point of it seems to be increase. Credits point of view decrease. Similarly liabilities. So debits point of view decrease, opposite. Here debit increase, liability debit means decrease. Credit means increase. You will understand later when you do the problem. Then equity, that is capital. Debit means decrease. Credit means increase. Here the liability and equity same manner. So whatever debit means decrease, whatever credit means increase. But here reverse side, debit means increase, credit means decrease. That's what is just your idea for accounting equation. Okay. So that's what the effects of transaction, how we are going to treat in accounting equation. So there are four basic steps to analyze and recording business transaction. Alright, first we want to identify the accounts affected. So any transaction you have to identify where it is affected. Then you want to classify the accounts affected. So thereafter you want to know, we just see in increase or decrease, determine the amount of increase or decrease for each account affected. So finally you want to know the balance. So make sure the accounting equation remains in balance. Always, so accounting transaction, once again repeat once again here, when a business transaction occurs, an accounting clerk analyze the transaction to see how it affects each part of the accounting equation. Okay, so you want analyzing business transaction is simple. So what you have to do, you have to follow here 4 steps. Before that, use the following steps. So identify the accounts affected, then you want to classify the accounts, whether it's asset or liability or capital, like that. So determine the amount of increase or decrease for the each account affected. That's what the idea. So finally, you want to confirm that whether accounting equation remains in the balance. Okay, that's what here. How you are going to analyze the transaction. So how you are going to analyze the transaction. For that, you want to follow 3 steps. So identify the accounts and account type. It is consisted of 5 elements. Now we're going to see what is that 5 elements. Okay. Step 2. So decide whether each account increase or decrease. You want to decide. Then step 3. Determine whether the account equation is in balance. Okay. The accounting equation must remain in balance after each transaction. Always should be equal. Okay. Asset is equal to maybe liabilities plus capital. Okay, that's what we analyze the transaction. We have to follow 3 steps. So first step, identify the accounts and account type. Under that 5 elements, now we are going to see what is that 5 element. Step 2, decide whether each account increase or decrease. Step 3, determine whether the account equation is in balance. Okay, for that, see, that's what the 5 elements. The first one is asset. The element of the first one, asset. So debit means I will discuss increase. Credit means decrease. So what are the example of assets like cash, accounts receivable, nothing but debtors for credit sale, correct? So inventory, this is the asset, fixed asset, land, furniture, like that. What is liability? That is a second element. So liability means debit means decrease, opposite. Credit means increase. What is the example of liability? See, accounts payable, correct? Creditors, salaries payable. You want to pay the salary. Then income tax payable, like that. Then third one is, we can say income or revenue, third element. So again here, decrease, debit is decrease, credit is increase. Okay, example of the third element, sales, interest income, maybe rent income, so interest from investment. So fourth element, it's a very important element, expense. So whenever income, definitely there is expense is there in a business, correct? So debit means increase, credit means decrease. So maybe example of the expenses, salaries, rent, repairs, and insurance, like different example of the expenses, rent. Okay. Then finally equity or capital. So debit means increase, credit means decrease. Sorry, credit means increase. So what is the equity capital here? So how you are getting money? Okay, retained earnings through our income. That's what the meaning of retained earnings. Then you get the capital. Okay. So that's what the 5 element. The first element is asset. So opposite liability. So income opposite expenses. Then finally capital. That's what the 5 element we are going to discuss. That's what the importance of the 5 element example they given. So asset is debit means increase, credit means decrease. Liability opposite. Debit means decrease, credit means increase. Okay. Likewise, you have to see the 5 element, how they give the effect. Okay. That's what you have to be just your idea for this statement. Okay. So equation finally always must balance. Okay. Should be balanced. That's what the idea here, accounting equation. What is the equation? Once again, asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Okay. That's what the discussion for this here. Finally, here you should know what is the meaning of account here. Correct. So an account is an individual accounting record of increases and decreases labeled asset debits and credits. Correct. So the debits and credits here we discussed whether the account is increases or decreases. Okay. So there are separate accounts for each classification. Maybe whether it's a cash account or salaries account, expenses account, so accounts payable, nothing but it's a creditors account or debtors account, like that. Okay, that's a very, very important here. What's the meaning of accounting or account here? Okay, so accounting record of increases and decreases labeled as debits and credits. Okay, that's all our important discussion for here accounting equation. Okay, now we'll see the examples of the effects of various transactions. Correct. So accounting equation. So first one, whenever you're going to start the business, nothing but here, see, commence business with cash. Okay. So here the one of the transaction. This is called business transaction, a business activity. So Krishna started business with cash 50,000. This is an example. So how you will show in a transaction. So naturally it will this transaction is affecting two accounts. So one is the capital, correct. So commensurate business with cash means in the form of capital. So as a owner is bringing cash into the business. Okay. So naturally capital will increase by how much? 50,000. The second account is what? Asset. So in the form of cash, by bringing money in the form of cash, it will consider capital. Then asset. So asset nothing but cash. So cash will also increase by 50,000. Okay. So for this two transaction affecting two account, one is capital and asset. So asset inclusive of cash. Okay. So how you are going to give the first one? Step one is what? So what are the two variables affected? Okay, that's what step number one. So two variables is what? One is the capital, second is the asset. And under the asset, it is called current asset, cash. Okay, that's what the two variables affected. Then second step is what? See, second step, the effects of transaction. As you know, capital will increase by 50,000. Similarly, asset, cash will increase by 50,000. Okay. Then how you are going to give the equation? The step number 3 finally for this transaction accounting equation. As you know, asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Here asset is what? Nothing but cash. 50,000 is equal to, so 50,000 capital here. So this is what your left hand side and right hand side. Okay, asset is what? 50,000 and liabilities 0. Capital 50,000. So both side always the equation should be equal. So never it will give the balance. Correct. So here balancing should be equal. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. That's what the first transaction. Okay. Now move for the second transaction. See here, second one. Cash withdrawn for personal use. So during the business, a proprietor can withdraw money for personal use. That is the example here. Withdrawn cash, 2,000 for personal use. Here the again always double entry concept. Every debit aspect and credit aspect, okay, increase or decrease. The transaction is affecting two accounts. Correct. So here first account is what? Again capital. So from the capital we withdraw money. So naturally what happen? Your capital will be reducing. As the drawings are made by the proprietor, so it will reduce the capital by 2,000. For example, 50,000 we are having. When you withdraw 2,000, capital become 48,000. Okay, that's what here. Capital, you want to show here capital. Under that only drawings you are showing. How much? A person withdraw 2,000 for personal use. Correct, 2,000. Then asset. So cash will increase. Okay, that money you took. So naturally, cash side, asset side, it will increase. How much? Cash will also by 2,000. Correct. Cash will also decrease by 2,000. So both sides will decrease. I will give the effect. Variables affected. One is asset, capital. Second is, one is asset, under that cash reducing from the business. Then capital also reducing. How the effect of transaction? See here. Effects of transaction, asset, cash will decrease by 2,000 from the business. When you took money, cash also reduced 2,000. Similarly, your capital will also decrease by 2,000. So what is the accounting equation here? See, assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So we shown a cash within the, we shown a, okay, here the accounting equation, asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. So cash 2,000. So okay, now moving for the third transaction. Purchased goods, fixed assets for cash. So Rahul. Okay. So now the name of the person Rahul purchased goods, or you can say furniture. Maybe goods or asset. So that is the idea here for cash 20,000. So this is called business transaction. Here also the transaction is affecting two accounts. Correct. So what are the two accounts? Here both account is asset. How? Now we are going to see now. So due to purchase, a stock or goods, we can say stock or furniture worth of 20,000 will increase. So whenever purchase or asset is increased. Similarly, see here, whenever we are going to purchase for cash, our cash will decreases by 20,000. Okay, that's why here account two accounts affected. Here also asset because of the stock or furniture. Then here also asset because of cash will also decrease by 20,000 due to purchase. Okay. So here what is the first step? We want to identify variables affected. As we discussed now, there are two variables. Okay, see asset, nothing but cash. Then here also asset, maybe stock or furniture. Effect of transaction. See here, second step, effects of transaction. What is the effect of this business transaction? Asset. So naturally cash will decrease by 20,000 because of purchase of our furniture or stock on cash. So our cash is reduced. So naturally our asset in the form of goods or stock, furniture will increase by 20,000. Okay. So what is the equation here? Step number 3, accounting equation. So asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Here what is the asset? Here two asset. So one is cash reduced 20,000. That's why in the bracket. So naturally our stock, goods or furniture is 20,000. So only the left hand side only 20,000 bracket plus 20,000. So balance is nil, equal. So this side nothing. Here only the one side effect. Your cash is reduced to 20,000. Our furniture or stock increased 20,000. That's what the nil effect. So bracket here 20,000, here plus 20,000 is equal to liability is 0, capital 0. That's what the third transaction effect is here. Now moving for the fourth one. See here, fourth one. See what is the purchased goods, fixed assets on credit. Here we purchased maybe goods or asset on credit basis. So as you know credit, we can't pay immediately, we have to pay later. But we should know where you are going to buy. That's what Ram purchased goods from Shyam on credit. How much? 15,000. So what are the two accounts affected? One is asset and other is liabilities. So what is the asset here again? So due to purchase, we can say maybe stock or fixed assets worth of 15,000 will increase. Okay. What is the liabilities? We are going to pay creditors because it is on credit purchase. So goods, fixed assets are purchased on credit basis. So naturally we will say creditors will increase by 15,000. Okay. As an asset increased 15,000, liability also increased 15,000 as a creditor. So what is the accounting equation here? First one, step 1, variables affected. So one is asset, maybe stock or fixed asset. Then liability, creditors. The two variables affected. One is asset, other is liability. So asset in the form of stock or fixed asset, liability in the form of creditors. Okay, then steps 2. What are the effects of transaction? So as asset, stock will increase by 15,000 or asset, fixed asset. Liability, creditors will increase by 15,000 as a liability, creditor. So what is the accounting equation? Again, see here, assets, maybe stock or asset 15,000 here. Here liabilities nothing but what? Creditors 15,000. So here also 15,000, here also 15,000. So accounting equation is equal. Okay, so always should be equal. If it is not equal, you can easily identify somewhere we done the mistake. Okay, you understood this transaction. Now moving for the fifth transaction. So as a depreciation on fixed asset. Here what is the meaning of depreciation? Whenever you are using the asset, naturally asset is losing the value or the useful of time become wear and tear. That means what? For example, when you purchase any television or any computer or any fan like that, so later on number of years, the asset will become wear and tear, it is exhausted. Okay, so for that we want to calculate, reduce the value, depreciation. So later on separate subject will discuss the meaning of depreciation, everything. Yes, what is the meaning of depreciation on fixed assets? So you want to provide for machinery, 10,000, to make the current cost of the machinery. Correct. That's what the idea here. So the year what are two accounts affected? One is asset. So our value of machinery will reduce by 10,000 due to depreciation. Then capital. Here you want to show capital will also decrease due to expenses. We want to show in the form of expenses. Correct. Depreciation. So asset value also decreased here. As a capital, expenses value decreased. Okay. That's what the idea here. Okay. So that's what are the two variables affected. Step number 1. Variables affected, we want to show asset in the form of machinery. Then capital. So how the effects of transaction? The asset machinery will reduce by 10,000. We want to provide depreciation. The capital will decrease by 10,000 both way. So how the accounting equation? See the accounting equation. Asset side machinery we have to put in the bracket 10,000. So let's say capital. Also liability is 0. So capital also 10,000. Under the head the expenses we want to reduce. So bracket. Whenever bracket, that means what? from the amount are going to deduct. Okay, then sixth transaction. Purchased some goods for cash and some on credit. So whenever any purchase, some form of goods we buying for cash and other form is buying on credit. So two transactions involved here. One is cash, one credit. Okay, that's what. So we purchased goods worth 2,000 on credit. So worth of 2,000 on credit and 3,000 for cash. So total how much purchased? They purchased 5,000 worth of goods. For 2,000 we paid on credit basis. We are not paying immediately. We will pay later on. But cash, 3,000 worth of cash we paid immediately. So 3,000 for cash, 2,000 on credit. Okay. So here three accounts involved. That's why because of the three affecting accounts here affected three accounts. One is asset. How? So due to purchase. So as we understood, stock will increase by 5,000. Totally how much? Our stock is 5,000. But in the form of one is liability. As a goods worth 2,000 are purchased on credit. So creditors will increase by 2,000. Okay, that's why second one is liabilities. The third one is what? Asset. So due to cash purchase of goods, so our 3,000 worth of cash will reduce by 3,000. Okay, so here first one is asset. So as this transaction we involve three accounts. One is asset due to purchase, stock will increase by 5,000. So liabilities as goods worth 2,000 are purchased on credit, so creditors will increase by 2,000. Then asset due to cash purchase of goods worth of 3,000, the cash will reduce by 3,000. Okay, that's what the variance affected. Asset in the form of stock, the liability in the form of creditors, and again asset cash. Okay, so we are going to use the effects of transaction. So asset stock will increase by 5,000 as a purchase of stock. So liability creditors will increase by 2,000 on credit purchase. The asset cash will decrease by 3,000 on cash purchase. Okay, so we give the accounting equation as assets cash is reducing 3,000, but similarly in the stock point of view 5,000 increased. But this side liabilities under the creditors 2,000. Okay, so here 5,000 minus 3,000 2,000. Here also 2,000. So accounting equation always equal. Okay, now move for the seventh one. Sold goods for cash. So Ajay sold goods costing 12,000 for cash to Rajesh. Okay, here transaction affecting two accounts. So both is asset. As a asset, sale of goods to Ajay will decrease as a stock by 12,000 because goods is moving out. So naturally stock is reducing. So again the asset, the sale of goods, cash will increase the cash by 12,000. Okay, so cash increased the form of asset. So what are the step 1 variables affected? Asset in the form of cash. Here also asset in the form of stock. So the effect of transaction here, see here. As an asset, cash will increase by 12,000. As an asset, stock will decrease by 12,000. Okay, you understood. So how the equation, accounting equation, say asset is equal to, in the cash increased 12,000, we got money. So stock reduced. So our goods moving out because of sale. So 12,000 we want to show in the bracket. So if you do 12,000 plus 12,000 equal 0. So plus and minus. The liability is also 0, capital is 0. So accounting equation equalized. Now go for the 8th transaction. So sold goods for cash at a profit. So here we sold goods on cash at a profit. So our costing worth of sold goods costing 2,500 worth of goods on cash. For how much is sold? 4,000. So what are the transactions affecting here? Here three transactions affected. First one is stock. So as we know, stock will decrease by 2,500. So due to sale of goods. So goods is moving out. We sold goods on cash. So our stock is reduced how much? 2,500. Similarly, our cash is increased. So here also asset account. Cash will increase by 4,000. How much we sold? 4,000 due to cash sales. Okay. So third one is what? Capital. How? So as the good costing 2,500 were sold for 4,000. So naturally how much profit we got it? 1,500. 4,000 minus 2,500 will increase the capital. Okay. So profit we got it. That's why we want to show in a profit in a capital. So what are the variables affected here? Step 1 is what? As asset, cash. Second one is asset, stock reduced. Then capital, profit. So how the effects of transaction? Step number 2, see, as asset, cash will be increased by 4,000. We got money. as the stock will decrease it as an asset, 2500, cost of the asset. So capital, we got profit in the form of 2500 worth of goods. We sold it for 4000. So we got 1500 profit. We want to show under where? Capital. Okay, increased it by 1500. So how the accounting equation? See, asset is equal to here. Under that, two way. One is cash, we got money, 4000. Stock is reduced to 2500. Then capital profit 1500. Now see the accounting equation, 4000 minus 2500. Here we got it 1500. Here also capital profit 1500. So naturally accounting equation is equal. So never shows the balance. See accounting equation. Accounting is always equation is equal. Okay. Now. So that's what the idea here for 3 activities involved for these accounts. Okay, I understood that. So you are very well for this discussion for the accounting equation. So accounting equation is very easy and very interesting. Okay, only you have to identify the 5 element. What is that 5 element? One is asset, second is liability, third one is income, fourth one is expenses, fifth one is capital. These are the 5 elements. You want to know whether increase or decrease. Okay, accordingly you want to form the accounting equation. So further more transaction discuss our next video. So before the ending of this, so I will mention this one of the quotes here. See, your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. So your attitude determines how well you do it. Okay, so you have to follow accordingly, according to your talent. And motivation determines you. So according to your attitude determines how you are going to do. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. So thank you very much for this video. So please kindly go through the NCERT book. Okay, thank you.